everyone, it is Tuesday, January 15th, in the year of our Lord 2013. How are all you doing out there? I am doing awesome as always, wicked awesome. It's Titillating Tuesday, and we gotta get this show rocking with our unofficial sponsors of the show. And since it's Tuesday, we've got set up sponsors for each and every day now. My good friend Crystal Lloyd Ozani, KJ Lloyd of Ghana Gold Coffee. Great way to start the day or the night or whatever have you. She's a 50 style pinup model. She's a published poet and she knows it twice. And this site is absolutely phenomenal. Crystal Addiction, you gotta check it out. She just posted up some more pictures, folks. And she's also an age ranger that I worked with in jolly old England. Totally gorgeous, total sweetheart. And we need more like her in the world. Crystal, you watch the show whenever possible. I know you do. And beer is good for you. Remember that. And our unofficial sponsor of the show goes to my good man, Lightning Mike Gore, a badass that I worked with here in Texas, otherwise known as Southern Oklahoma, which ironically, he's from northern Texas, which is Oklahoma. That's right. And see, he's got a photography page called Aperture Photography. A-P-E-R-T-U-R-E Photography. Look it up on the old Facebook and hit the like. He's one of my unofficial sponsors and he watches the show whenever possible. So, with that said, beer is good for you, and today we're going down south to Louisiana, otherwise known as Eastern Texas. And Abita Christmas Ale. Seasonal is my last one I got. From Abita Springs, Louisiana. That's right, otherwise known as Southern Arkansas. And this stuff is absolutely phenomenal, so let's bust it open, shall we? Proper beer opening apparatus. Not a great pop from my man Justin Dimmitt, the executive producer of the show and the creator of the Beer and Song of the Day Facebook page. But 45-degree angle, proper beer pouring technique right into the beer consumption apparatus. Well, cheers and beers to all of you. Process is saying in Germany, Kampai, as they say in Japan. Working 12-hour days this week, and it's starting to take a toll, folks. But I'm not going to let it bring me down, because today we're celebrating a very special birthday right off the bat. Born on this day, January 15th, in the year of our Lord 1929, sadly was assassinated April 4th, 1968. My man, one of my true idols, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. One of the most amazing people in history, no doubt about it. But now let's get to the birthday shout-outs for the day. As soon as I find them, I don't know where I put them. Oh, right here. Haha. Got the show notes right here. Because you got to be prepared. Alright. Now, this one doesn't actually go to my good friend Steve Chiappetta that I worked with in jolly old California, the land of fruits and nuts. But it goes out to his twin sons. I have not met these young men yet. They're 9 years old today. And happy birthday, Paolo and Chaz Chiappetta. Awesome. Steve, I remember the day they were born, man. I remember how happy you were. You finally had your boys. Absolutely phenomenal. Now, Steve got me into a lot of old school, well, actually a modern rockabilly, like Jack Baymore and the Bandits, for instance, the Paladins, phenomenal group. And he loved the old school rockabilly. We love our rockabilly. And I probably should have done a rockabilly tune today. But I guess a real treat up my sleeve for you, Steve. But anyway, so happy birthday to your boys. I wanted to give them a shout out on this show and give you a shout out. A phenomenal young man, a great friend. I miss you big time. Cheers and beers to you. And you all have a wicked awesome day. Next on the list. Now here's a lovely lady that I worked with in good old Japan. My friend Amber Mitchell. I've stayed in touch with her for over a decade. Total sweetheart, absolutely beautiful, and a great lady indeed. And she worked life support was her job. What does she do? She saves lives. How cool is that? Wicked cool. She supports like a double D bra. Underwire. That's some serious life support right there, my friends. But Amber happy birthday to you. I hope you have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. And a big hearty cheers and beers to you. And I miss the hell out of you. Hope you enjoy the show. Next on the list. My man Scott Bradshaw. A badass that unfortunately didn't get to work with too long here in Yeehaw, Texas. A great man indeed. And we have kept in touch. And it's definitely a pleasure keeping in touch with you. And Scott, we're sports nuts. You may not be a Patriots fan, but that's okay. I am, and I'm a happy man. But hey, I'm not wearing the Patriots thing. Look at that. I'm representing my all-time favorite football player ever. The great legend, Detroit Lions running back, Barry the Man Sanders. My all-time favorite ever. That's right. Representing, baby. Representing Barry the Man Sanders. What an authentic jersey. Oh, yes. But anyway, Scott, hope you're doing well, and hope you enjoy this here show. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. Party hard and enjoy. Celebrate like it's 1969, minus the acid. Next on the list, hey, must be a day for cause we twins. Twin girls that I knew back home, Vineyard Haven, Massachusetts, on the great island of Martha's Vineyard. I've known these ladies for a long, long time. Over 30 years. Rachel and Renee Jolliffe. Renee Connolly, she's married. But Rachel and Renee Jolliffe. And I know their brother, Jason Jolliffe. I've known him for over 30 years. And Rachel and Renee, very cool ladies. And then it really is pretty much impossible to tell those two apart. But Rachel, Renee, I hope you two are doing great. Hope to hear from you. Hope you enjoy the show. Have a wicked awesome day. Celebrate well and enjoy. Cheers and cheers. Twins. Because we're twins. I should have had the movie of the day as Twins. I don't think I have the movie though. Alright. Next on the list. Now this lady does not have a Facebook page. So I hope somebody gets the message to her. Caitlin Lewis. She was born the exact same month, day, and year as my friends Rachel and Renee. And Caitlin, I'd love to hear from you, and I hope you're doing well. All three girls, graduates of Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1995. That's right. So Caitlin, hope you enjoy the show. Hope somebody gets the word out to you. Next on the list, the final birthday for the day goes to my man, Alvin Infante, who I met in 2001. He's from the Philippines. A great man. A great family man. One of the nicest guys you would ever meet in your entire life. Alvin, hope you're doing well. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. I haven't forgotten you. You hadn't forgotten me. I was so impressed when I found a friend request from you a couple years ago. And amazing, because the last time I saw you was on a trip back to the Philippines in 2004. I hadn't heard from you in 7 years, and you remembered me. And that made me feel really good. And Alvin, God bless you, my friend. God bless your family. Have a wicked awesome day. And a big hearty cheers and beers to you. Hope you enjoy the show. I've been doing the show every day for almost a year now. Almost a year. All right. Speaking of almost a year, let's give some additional shout-outs real quick. This one goes to one of my daily viewers. She's been watching ever since the show began January 17, 2012. My good friend, Jilana Maynard, who I grew up with. She's a graduate of Martha's Vineyard Regional High School class of 1990. And she watches each and every day. And always a pleasure chatting with you. Jilana, you and I combined for the highest scores on not Song Pop. We play Song Pop too, but Words with Friends, you and I combined for the highest scores. It's insane. We usually finish like a lot of times over 800 points combined. That reeks of awesomeness. Next shout out of the day goes to my man Kyle Solander. A great man I have yet to meet in person. A phenomenal hardcore Broncos fan. And brother, I feel your pain. I've been down that road too many times as a Patriots fan. But dude, I'm in shock still about I cannot believe the Ravens beat you guys. I can't believe. Of course, the refs kind of helped that one. We know that. But I'll tell you what, man. I'm nervous. But Kyle, we had a post about Jane Fonda. And what you said was absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And I'm trying to remember what it was. And I thought I wrote it down because it was so freaking crazy. And you know something? my dumbass didn't write it down, and now I can't remember it. It was something about bending her over and butt raping her like a donkey or so. I cannot remember what it was. But damn, dude, that shit was a riot. So, anyway, Kyle, hope you enjoyed the show. Hope you have a wicked awesome day. And just enjoy life each and every day, as I do. Next on the list, my man Jeff Hoppy Hopkins. Another great man I have yet to meet in person. He's from Colorado. A wicked hardcore Broncos fan as well. And Hoppy, always a pleasure chatting with you, my man. And, brother, there's a good possibility that my Patriots could feel the same pain on Sunday. I hope not, though. We shall see. And the final shout out of the day goes to my man, Worm, Jeremy Heron. Oh, jeez. Squeeze me, a.k.a. The Worm. Badass man. Great man that I worked with in good old Japan. And Worm, hope you're doing well. Good hearing from you yesterday. Thank you for the truth about that still bitch Jane Fonda. I don't care what, man. You know, she just represents what a lot of Hollywood folks represent. Oh, yeah. War sucks. Hey, you know what? Because of us folks out there in the world that appreciate freedom that our veterans give to us, they need all the support they can get, and I support them, no doubt about it. I drink to that. And let me tell you, our veterans out there are the ones that provide the freedom for all of us to be able to do what we do. Thank you. From the Love Doctor to you. Absolutely. I give you the Love Doctor salute. Alright. Time to get to some good stuff here. Some more good stuff. How about some celebrity birthdays, shall we? Oh, yeah. Already mentioned Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. How about Armando Perez? What's he known as? Pitbull. He's 32 years old today. How about that? Ah, the lovely Kelly. We've had her as a babe of the day on this here show before. Kelly, professional wrestler and model, 26 years old, WWE wrestling, total hottie too. How about Drew Brees? New Orleans Saints quarterback. He is 34 years old today. How about Gene Krupa? Ah, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it. Legendary jazz drummer with Benny Goodman and Tommy Dorsey. Considered one of the greatest drummers in history, no doubt about it. Born in this day in 1909, sadly passed away October 16, 1973 at the age of 64. Then we got Lloyd Bridges. He would be 100 years old today. This guy, a hilarious actor. Sea Hunt star, but I remember him most in Airplane in 1980 with his drinking problem. I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue, amphetamines, sniffing cocaine. I mean, oh, he was freaking nuts. He didn't have the drinking problem. That was our star of the movie. Jeez. But Lloyd Bridges did live to be 85 years old, passed away March 20th, 1998. And yes, he is the father of Jeff and Bo Bridges. Imagine that. How about Shane McMahon, the CEO and businessman and son of Vince McMahon, wrestler as well, 43 years old, doing extremely well. Mario Van Peebles, 56 years old today, actor. It seems like he's been around forever. A damn good actor, too. I think he's kind of underrated. Those Van Peebles brothers, Melvin and Mario. Actually, I think Melvin was the father. How about Aristotle Onassis? Born this day in 1906, passed away March 25th, 1975. Oil tycoon, actually I think it's March 15th, the Ides of March. He married Jackie Kennedy. So, anyway, there you go with that. And thought we had one more birthday for you buried in here somewhere. My good friend Justin Dimmitt hooked me up with show notes because my work week sucks this week. My good friend Kevin Sherman will appreciate this. He's a rocker. And he's also the he's the creative consultant, the assistant writer and assistant producer of the show. Ronnie Van Zant, lead singer for the band Led Zeppelin, born on this day in 1948. Died much too young, tragically, in a plane crash at the age of 29 years old on October 20th, 1977. Ugh. Awful. But there's your celebrity birthdays for the day. Let's get to some random facts of the day. Ironically, we have the Worm. Not my man Jeremy Herron, the Worm, but this Worm, douchebag Worm, Chicago Bull, Dennis Rodman, kicks a cameraman, Eugene Amosin in the groin, right in the crotch, on this day in 1997. What a dick. I never liked him anyway. Still don't. Fruitcake. This one ain't one to be proud of. In 1994, a Hague motorist from the Hague, Netherlands, a motorist that had a .51 alcohol content, broke the Dutch record. Boy, that's something to be proud of, huh? You have 51% alcohol in your blood. Ridiculous. I don't know how the dude lived if he did. On this day in 1993, 20 years ago today, soap opera Santa Barbara had their final show on NBC TV. No love lost there. My mother watched that show, though. On this day in 1989, I didn't know this. I thought Andre the Giant won the first ever Royal Rumble. But it was actually Big John Studd that won the first WWF Royal Rumble. You know what it was? I remember. Andre the Giant won the first ever Battle Royal. On this day in 1988, 25 years ago today, remember Jimmy the Greek Snyder? I like to call him Jimmy the Geek Snyder because he, and he made it on Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday. He made racist remarks about black athletes. What a dick. On this day in 1981, Hill Street Blues premieres on NBC TV. On this day in 1977, oh God, this was a riot. It was the debut on Saturday Night Live for Coneheads. That's right, Jane Curtin and Dan Aykroyd. Oh, what a skit that was. Became a good movie in 1987, actually. On this day in 1974, legendary show began. Happy Days begins an 11-year run on ABC TV. How about that? Phenomenal show indeed. On this day in 1973, 40 years ago today, how about Gene Shalit joins the Today Show panel? He's the movie critic with the freaky hair and a big-ass mustache and glasses. An odd-looking fella, but really cool. Also on this day in 1973, President Richard Nixon suspends all U.S. offensive action in North Vietnam. Ugh. I won't even talk about Vietnam. But my father, former Force Recon Marine Vietnam vet, I salute my father. Much respect. On this day in 1971, the Aswan Dam officially opens in Egypt. On this day in 1967, the very first Super Bowl ever happened. The Green Bay Packers beat the Kansas City Chiefs 35-10 in Louisiana at Tulane Stadium. Super Bowl MVP, Bart Starr, quarterback for the Packers. On this day in 1961, legends were signed to Motown Records. That would be the Supremes, probably the most successful female singing group ever. If not, they certainly ought to be. They were incredible. On this day in 1943, the world's largest office building was completed. The Pentagon. How about that? On this day in 1939, the first NFL Pro Bowl happened as the New York Giants of football beat the All-Stars 13-10 in Wrigley Field. Yeah, back then, like the championship team would play against everybody else, all the other All-Stars. And they were so good they beat everybody, the stars from all the other teams. On this day in 1919, 2 million gallons of molasses flood Boston, Massachusetts. Sadly, it drowned 21 people. But now we know why Boston's such a sweet city, right? On this day in 1907, the 3-element vacuum tube was patented. Vacuum tube, not tomb, was patented by Dr. Lee DeForest. Not DeForest Kelly there, Justin Dimmitt, you trekker. Trekkie. On this day in 1870, the donkey was first used as a symbol of the Democratic Party in Harper's Weekly. A donkey, really? So I guess they thought that the Democratic Party is an ass. Wow. I don't know. On this day in 1797, the first top hat was worn. John Etherington of London, England. There's your show notes for the day right there. Ooh. And it is time to get to the movie of the day. And this one's an absolute riot. The original. The first of 7, the best of 7, no doubt about it. And that would be from 1984. Police Academy. I've already got the sound in my head. Yeah, I can't do that shit. That's why I don't sing, okay? I don't sing and I don't make music sounds, but I can go like doo-wop music, you know? Good bass vocals. I could do that. But anyway, so it's the only one that was rated R, actually. And, of course, George Gaines, who, by the way, he's still alive. Lassard. George Gaines is actually 95 years old. Incredible. Bubba Smith as Officer Hightower. Steve Guttenberg, Kerry Mahoney. Kim Cattrall as Officer Thompson. Harris, Lieutenant Harris. G.W. Bailey. How about Officer Larvell Jones? One of the most underrated comedians in history. This guy, remember Michael Winslow is the one that makes all those crazy noises? He does that shit for real, folks. You need to check him out. Michael Winslow, Winslow. Look him up. The guy is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So, a great movie indeed. And basically, they just go through the police academy and create all kinds of chaos. 1984, Police Academy. You gotta watch it. If you've never watched it before, you have truly missed out. Folks, let's get to... We got a real treat for today's Babe of the Day. Since we're celebrating Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King's birthday, I want to bring out something special that I know he'll smile from heaven above. Alright, I know Coretta Scott King, his better half. The late, great Coretta Scott King. He's up there with her. But I'll tell you what, folks. Oh, can't forget the quote of the joke of the quote of the day. I forgot. Oh, I'm getting tired. The quote of the day comes from August 28th, 1963, and it's quite simple. I have a dream. Yep, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King. Folks, if you've never seen that speech or listened to it or read it, I highly encourage you. Go to YouTube. You will find the entire speech. It was from the March on Washington, August 28th, 1963. That I Have a Dream speech. I Have a Dream speech was just absolutely amazing. One of the greatest speeches in history. I'll tell you what. I will drink to that. All about how it'd be great for us to all look out for each other. Everybody's equal. Treat people right. Treat each other as equals. Why can't we do that, folks? Why? We are all equally worthless. But hey, we're all equally awesome too, right? There you go. So, anyway, take a moment and reflect on that speech. And in the meantime, gotta have the joke of the day, because I screwed it up yesterday. And my good friend Justin Dimmick called my ass out on it. So, it comes from Larry the Cable Guy. It's simply, if you're big, you don't get a belly ring, you get onion rings. Wow. Ugh. And he might have said, Lord, I apologize. I don't know. Lord, I apologize. But anyway, I'm a little itchy today. I don't know why. I got dirty last night. I need to take a shower before I go to bed because I'm kind of nasty. So, we got to get to the babe of the day. And today's babe of the day is an absolute goddess. One of my top 10 babes of all time. Probably top 5. I'm absolutely nuts about this woman. Yeah, who's that? Oh, look at that picture, Justin and Kevin and everyone else. See, that would be the lovely Jamie Lynn Sigler, better known as Meadow Soprano. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yes, it's. And she is stunningly gorgeous with a beautiful smile, total sweetheart. And she sings really well. She's a huge New York Jets fan. I guess she can't be perfect, but hey, you know something? I remember watching her sing the national anthem for a Jets game. Girl can sing. She really can. And I guess she's a total sweetheart for real, too. And, oh yeah, she's gorgeous. How about them apples? Alright, so today's song of the day is an absolute rocker. Because I'm excited. A big shout out to all my friends that were hanging out with me as we led the Fod Waddle and I had inspirational, motivational speeches for all of you. And we kicked ass, took names, and killed commies for mommy. That's what we did. Fod gods and goddesses we are. That was truly an amazing Fod Waddle with special guests out there. And we were lauded for awesomeness. So, today's song of the day takes us back to 1953. And the song is called Rockin Is Our Business. Because that's what we were doing, baby. This morning, we were rocking. Because that's our business. Rockin' is what we do. It's by the Treniers from 1953. This one rocks. And this babe of the day, Jamie Lynn Sigler, she rocks as well. She'd rock my world if I was single, of course. Love that picture. Oh man, do I love that one too. Oh yes sir, yes ma'am, yes it. How about them apples, eh? Oh, lovely smile. Yowza. Come on, everybody, get joined alive. Rockin' is our business. She's 31 years old, and good Lord, she's stunningly gorgeous. I love that picture. See if I can get a better size picture of that. Eh? No, maybe not. Love that one. Gotta have a wicked awesome instrumental break for a wicked awesome hottie. Babe of the day indeed. And you know the Treniers had twin brothers, by the way. It truly is a day. What the hell? A day for twins. How about them twin puppies, eh? Sorry, folks. She says she will never do nudity. She has gotten her bra and panties, but she will not do nudity. I can respect that. Very respectable young lady. Ah, she almost did nudity there. She almost lost the top. Ha-ha. Oh, we rocked today, folks. We most certainly did. So cute and innocent and gorgeous. Meadow soprano, we love you. No doubt about that. Telling you folks, this is the type of girl that can make a second visit as babe of the day. Because she is truly amazing. Alright. Yowza. Empty as the brain cells of an average Yankee fan. Folks, yep, it's that time to say bye-bye. You know what time it is, right? Damn right, Reverend Dr. B. Folks, it is time to make like a fetus and head out, so everybody take care. Have a wicked awesome night and day. Peace be the journey. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh my goodness, yeah. Been hot because I'm on Maxim? No, you're hot because you're just freaking hot. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Oh, I love that picture. Don't drink and drive. You might spill your drink or you might kill yourself or somebody else. And drinking and driving is dumber than being a Yankees fan. And what's dumber than that is rooting for douchebag cocksuckers like Eli. Oh, I'm as good as Tom Brady. Manning, or men slapping women, or racism, or animal abuse. Things like that are just plain stupid. And definitely deserve a big fat GFY. And before I go, I have to announce it. Peyton Manning, an absolute class act. Why? He waited for an hour and a half to see Ray Lewis in the locker room later on to wish him well in his retirement. If that ain't awesome, I don't know what is. Just like that. Folks, I'm out of here. See y'all tomorrow. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. Boo!